A very good afternoon to all of you. Hello, friends. This is C.A. Sangam Agarwal, and I welcome you all in the 10th session of AOP. Friends, we have organized this weekly meeting so that we can solve your queries and provide you instant solution of your day-to-day queries so that you can do your professional work on time and provide best possible service to society. So friends, as I told you, today is our 10th session. Now onwards, friends, we have started giving a live session on YouTube also. This session is live on YouTube. So friends, if you miss the session, you can see the session at YouTube. And if you want the recorded session, it's a session is available on YouTube. And some answer, some reply, some point discussed during this meeting can be referred later on also. So in this initiative, recently we have started provide recording at YouTube so that later on you can see the session and refer in your professional work. Again, friends, thank you for joining this session to us with us. As I told you, we are doing this session weekly. Apart from that, we are organizing some webinars for you. In this series, we have planned two sessions for you. One is today evening at 6 p.m. That is basically GSTR 9 and 9C, in which CA Rajesh Kumar Khandelwal ji from Faridabad, he will discuss with us all the point table wise GSTR 9 and 9C. We will deal all kind of things, whether suppose ITC of 1718 where to put in GSTR 9 in 1819, and what about the other things in special things in the GST 99C. We will try to discuss each and everything in today's session. And friend, tomorrow we have a session with CA Advocate Kapil Goyal ji on the topic search, seizure, and survey. We will discuss in the light of judicial pronouncement and the latest development in this topic. So tomorrow we have session at 5 p.m. So I request you all kindly join us. Link of joining the session is provided in the comment section of this video. You can join there. And friends, as you know that already our all sessions are available on our YouTube channel. You can refer that. I request you all kindly subscribe our YouTube channel also so that you can get the information of upcoming sessions. And there is around more than 78 sessions are already there. You can watch the sessions and enhance your knowledge and share with your friends also. So friends, I basically start today's session with some important due dates so that we can, although due dates are not so new, but somehow sometimes we miss some small things. It is always paramount important for us to recall the due dates so that if we are missing something, then we can do such thing on a time. So friends, first due date is the our own ICI membership fees payment due date. So friend, earlier it was 30th September. Now it has extended to 30th November. So friends, I request you all, those who have not paid the fees yet, kindly pay your membership fees as soon as possible. And second, friends, as you know that extended due date of filing GST 9 and 9C for financial year 18-19 is 30th October. So friends, 16 days to go. See, we are required to file 9 and 9C. So friends, I will let you inform that in case of if your turnover is more than 2 crores for financial year 18-19, in that case your GST 9 is mandatory to file. Below that it is optional. And in case your turnover for financial year 18-19 is more than 5 crores, in that case you are required to file 9C also, that is called GST audit. So friend, these two limits are very important in GST 9. As I told you, last date to file is 30th September. And in case you fail to file, in that case there is penalty of 0.25% of your turnover. And apart from that, there is an additional penalty which is called a general penalty, which is 50,000 rupees. So keep in mind. And as far as my understanding, this date is already extended date. So there is a very less chances that this date will further extended. And somehow Ministry of Finance and CBIC has to take a very long route to extend the date, because as you know that in November we have an election in Bihar and some other states. They have approached to Election Commission for their prior approval, prior permission. So it is very hard to say that there is very minimum chances that this date will be further extended. So I request you all the professionals, kindly complete your professional work at the GST 99C on time. And friends, apart from that, 30th October is also the last date of filing your tax audit reports. And in relation to this, 30th November is last date for filing their respective ITRs. So friends, although we all are approaching to the CVDT, and we are also as a AOP, we are going to write the CVDT about the extension of due date for filing tax audit report. Because of COVID-19 pandemic, it is hard for all the professionals and the businessmen also. They're not able to provide the data on time. Therefore, this kind of relaxation is required. So might be today or tomorrow we will write a letter to CBDT and try to request them for the extension of tax audit due date. So friends, these are some of the very important due dates uh, which we should keep in mind for the month of October. And friends, apart from due date of tax audit and GST 9C, 30th October is also a last date of filing a TDS return for the quarter number 2. That means to say July, August, September. So friends, keep in mind, whatever your TDS return like 24Q, 26Q, 27Q, you should file your return on time. And there is a penalty of 200 rupees per day penalty in that case if you have failed to file on time. So these are three due dates which are going to fall in the month of October. Apart from that, there is GST1, GST3B, normal routine due dates are also already there. But keep in mind for these due dates. And friends, as I mentioned in my today's notice for today's meeting, that today we have a live query session and some participant will join us in between also, because I got some confirmation from some of the participants. They will join in between. So meanwhile, today we are going to discuss one of the very important point, that procedure for issue of share capital in case of private company. So friends, as you know that nowadays many companies are approaching the banks for the finance, and many companies are raising the funds. So issuing share capital is become a paramount important, because in case of finance, generally bank check how much capital is influenced by inflow by the promoters, by the shareholders. So in that case also they need the some kind of equal amount of capital infusion. So enhancement of capital is important, and for the purpose of issuing new share to the public. So somehow, firstly, we need to increase the authorized capital, and consequently, we are required to increase our paid up capital. To discuss in detail about all this procedure, form, due dates, time limit, today we have a very experienced chartered accountant, CA, JK Chaudhary ji, who has a very good experience with around 40 years of experience of a listed company. He has handled this kind of scenario many times. So today he will brief us about this complete procedure, especially in companies like 2013. So friends, I will not take much time and invite CA J.K. Chaudhary ji. Firstly, I welcome him. I welcome sir to joining us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sangam.
And
Actually, this issue of capital is very important these days. As Sangam told, that for bank finance, there is a debt to equity requirement, and equity is something which only comes through capital or unsecured loans. But normally, capital is preferred, and you know that these days the deposit rules are very strict, and once anything, any capital or any amount is taken from a third party, that will come to a deposit, and deposit rule will be hit, which are very strict. So only capital can be one item which can be taken care of. So for issue of capital, we have a procedure. So firstly, we'll have a detailed session later on, but today I'll give the brief of this. So what are the method of issue of share capital? First is subscriber to memorandum of association. So whosoever is subscribing to memorandum of association, he has to specify that he will take whatever amount of shares he is taking. The minimum capital for the private company is 1 lakh, and for a public company, we are discussing private company. So minimum amount has to be 1 lakh. So all the shareholder together must subscribe for 1 lakh, but it can be more amount also. So subscriber to memorandum automatically becomes the shareholder. there is no requirement to file a PS3 form or return of allotment. Uh, they are automatically the shareholder of the company. Till the amount is deposited by them, they are debtor of the company for the share capital they have agreed. So after incorporation, a bank account should be opened immediately and the capital from the shareholder should be taken. Then the share certificate has to be issued, which is in SH1. Then you have to pay the stamp duty, which is state-wise. For calculation of stamp duty, you can go to the ROC site and state-wise stamp duty can be calculated. Then the next is right issue. So whosoever is not subscribing to the memorandum, if you have to issue the share later on, then you have to go through a right issue mode. Right issue means that you have to offer the share proportionality to all the existing shareholders. You cannot issue the share to anybody because once the company has started, it has earned certain net worth. Then if you issue the share to some other party at par or something, so their shareholding will, their value of the share will decline. And that is why the right issue is required. For right issue, the procedure will be that first you have to hold a board meeting. In the board meeting, you have to issue a notice. You have to prepare an offer letter. The offer letter should specify that how much shares he is entitled to get. It normally mentions that he can apply for more if available, but whatever his entitlement is, that is required. Then this offer letter should also specify the renunciation right. That means if he don't want to buy the share himself, so he can renounce the right shareholder. Renunciation right is always there, except the article of association of the company otherwise provide. So once the this renunciation right is there, so he can sell this renunciation right, or he can transfer to anybody, and the other person to whom he has given the renunciation right, he can apply for the share in his place. Then we have to receive the money. So it can be in installment also, application money, allotment money, or it can be total amount in one lump sum. Normally these days the total amount is called for. Then the shares are to be allotted within 60 days of the receiving the money. So unlike signatories of memorandum, here the allotment is required. Unless the allotment is done, then shares is not issued. Though money is received, but that is share application money, unless the allotment is done. Then PS3, that return of allotment is to be filed with ROC within 15 days of allotment. So this return is very important, and this is the return which will show that the share has been allotted to the concerned shareholder. In this right issue, normally for any issue that separate bank account is required, but for right issue, there is no mention about the separate bank account. This right issue is covered by the section 62, and in this section there is no mention that you need to open a separate bank account. So it is not mandatory, but It is desirable that you open a separate bank account so that accounting is better, but you may not open a separate bank account and use the same bank account which was earlier used. Then you see, as far as company law is concerned, you can issue the share at par or at premium. But in income tax, there is a section 56 to 7B and rule 11 UA2B, which specifies that at what value the shares are can be issued, and you have to issue the share below that price, or you have to issue the share at par. Then you have to issue the share certificate in format SH1. Then stamp duty is to be paid on this also, and the stamp duty will depend on the value of shares, and it will be state-wise. It can be calculated from the ROC side. Then another form can be bonus issue. So though bonus issue is not will not increase the net worth of the company, but it will certainly increase the paid up capital of the company. So for bonus issue, there should be provision on the articles of association. So if article of association don't provide for the issue of bonus shares, then you have to amend the article first, and then only you can start with the bonus share. Then you have to pass a board resolution. Then in board resolution, you have to approve the scheme and refer the matter to annual general meeting, and in or extraordinary general meeting, and in general meeting, a special resolution is to be passed. Then there is a condition that there should not be any default in loan and statutory dues. So if there is a default in loans or statutory dues, then you cannot issue the bonus share. Then bonus share cannot be issued in lieu of dividend. Then you can use the free reserves. You can use share premium for issue of bonus share. You can use capital redemption reserve for issue of bonus share. But revaluation, fixed assets revaluation reserve, that cannot be used for that this issue of bonus shares. Then the once this special resolution is passed and all the formalities are done, then you have to allot these shares also. And after the allotment, you have to file this PS3. And PS3, after filing PS3, you have to issue the share certificate as mentioned in earlier section. And stamp duty is also to be paid. And here also the the rates will be state-wise, and it is available on ROC side. Then the next and most popular form of issue of capital is private placement, section 42. So if you don't want to issue the shares on right basis, so you have to pass a special resolution for that. So once the special resolution is passed, then you can issue the shares on a private placement basis. That means you can issue the shares to specified persons chosen by you, and you need not to go to every shareholder. You need not to give them right of shares and right of renunciation. Then for this, after the special resolution, you can issue a offer letter. Then a separate bank account is must for this. So you have to open a separate bank account, keep the money in separate bank account, and then allotment of shares is to be done. And once the shares are allotted, after that you can use the money. Then PS3 is to be filed, and then share certificate SH1 is to be issued, and stamp duty is to be paid, as already explained. Then the next form of uh, issue of share is ESOP. That means Employee Stock Option Scheme, the section 62(1)(b). So this is also very important, that if you want to keep your employees motivated, then one is you pay them handsomely, but for new companies it is very difficult to pay them handsomely. Then you can give them the ESOP or employee stock option schemes. Here uh, uh, they, they will get motivated, they will work for the company, and if company grows, their share value will grow and they will get benefit out of it. So first is here also special resolution is to be filed, passed, and first after passing special resolution you have to file MGT 40. Then permanent employees, director can be chosen for this purpose, and the employees of subsidiary and holding company can also be given the employee stock option. That means that supposing you don't want to give the benefit in the same company, then you can float a subsidiary and give the ESOP benefit in that also. Then this ESOP will vest into the employee at a future date at a predetermined price. So the net worth of the company may be more, the benefit may be more, but you can fix the price that on this price you will get this shares, maybe after 2 years, 3 years of the service. So during that period, they will have to work hard, and so that the value of the share go up, and they are benefited by this. Normally, the companies like Google, the big companies do that, but I think it is high time that small company also do that, so that employees are motivated. Then you have to issue an offer letter for that. For this also, a separate bank account is to be opened. Then shares are to be allotted, and PS3 is to be filed. Then share certificate is to be issued. The form is SH1, and then stamp duty is to be paid. So which is state-wise and available on the ROC side. One important thing here is that you have to be to make sure that after issue of capital, the shareholders should not exceed 200 in a private company. Why? That is the maximum. So these are the provisions. Thank you very much. Sangam.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving and discussing this very important topic. Friends, we are also planning to one complete session on this topic because this is very important nowadays. Many professionals are need to deal with the issue of share capital, increasing authorized capital. We will discuss in detail using PPT. In that, each forms of respective and procedure also. Soon might be this weekend and next weekend. We plan to have a complete session. So those who want to know complete detail of issue of share capital for the private limited company, and all this kind of thing we will discuss in one of the separate session. Difficult for us to complete all each thing in 1 hour. Pankaj Agarwal ji and V Shiva Kumar ji. So firstly, I will request you to
सर वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है आपकी।
unmute yourself.
Hello.
पंकज जी,
संगम जी आपकी वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है। आई थिंक कोई नेटवर्क इशू है।
पंकज जी, यू कैन unmute yourself and ask,
Yeah, you can ask your
kindly
query.
unmute yourself and
Pankaj, you can ask your query. Now you are muted actually. You unmute yourself. Now,
सर एक्चुअली मेरी क्वेरी शेयर कैपिटल के रिगार्डिंग नहीं थी, तो क्या मैं सर अभी ना आरबीआई में लाइसेंस अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ फुल फ्लेज मनी चेंजर का, तो उससे रिलेटेड कुछ शेयर कैपिटल की मेरी क्वेरी है, तो मैं पूछ सकता हूँ यहाँ पे?
पूछिए देखिए।
सर आरबीआई में जब हम सर अप्लाई करते हैं ना एफएफएमसी लाइसेंस के लिए, तो उसमें सर 25 लाख की मिनिमम शेयर कैपिटल होनी चाहिए कंपनी की। बट सर उसमें नेक्स्ट जो प्रोविजन है वो ये कहता है कि नेट फंड जो कंपनी के हैं वो मिनिमम 25 लाख के होने चाहिए। अब सर मेरे से मिस्टेक क्या हुई कि मैंने ऑथराइज कैपिटल और जो मेरी पेड अप शेयर कैपिटल 25 लाख रख ली। अब सर जब मैं आरबीआई में बैलेंस शीट बना के दूंगा तो वहाँ पे प्रीमियम एक्सपेंस डालने के बाद में तो मेरे जो नेट ऑन फंड है वो 25 लाख से बिलो हो जाएंगे। तो क्या ये पॉसिबिलिटी है कि मैं प्रीमियम एक्सपेंसेस को अभी ना डालूं बाद में, जब क्योंकि मैं ये ऑप्शन रखूँ वहाँ पे कि भाई प्रीमियम एक्सपेंस का बिल अभी सीए ने रेस नहीं करा है कंपनी की साइड से, तो जब भी रेस होगा बिल तब हम उससे पुट करेंगे। अभी क्योंकि हम प्रोविजनल बैलेंस शीट बना के दे रहे हैं तो नेट ऑन फंड हमारे 25 लाख के मेंटेन रहेंगे और जैसे बिजनेस स्टार्ट हो जाएगा तब रेवेन्यू से वो कवर हो जाएगा। तो क्या ये फिजिबिलिटी रहेगी इस तरीके से?
ये पंकज ऐसा है कि ये जो है ना,
पंकज जी कंपनी ने बिल इशू कर दिया है?
नहीं सर एक्चुअली क्या है कि मैंने कंपनी जैसे इंकॉर्पोरेट करी है तो मैंने अभी बिल इशू नहीं करा कंपनी को अपनी प्रोफेशनल फीस का और जो पेमेंट एक्सपेंसेस हुए हैं।
ओके,
बट
तो
उसकी जो
आप
पेड
मुझे
अप
बताइए अभी कंपनी को शेयर सर्टिफिकेट, एक सेकंड पंकज जी, अभी कंपनी को शेयर सर्टिफिकेट इशू हो गए हैं?
शेयर सर्टिफिकेट इशू हो गए हैं
कंपनी को शेयर सर्टिफिकेट, ठीक है, उन पे रेवेन्यू स्टैम्प पंचिंग काम हो गया है? जो रेवेन्यू स्टैम्प होती है उस पे लगती है।
फिर रेवेन्यू स्टैम्प की पंचिंग नहीं हुई है सर।
हाँ, तो देखो आप ऐसा कर सकते हो कि आप ये कह सकते हो कि अभी आपका असाइनमेंट ना कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, बिकॉज आपको जो असाइनमेंट था वो कंपनी को इनकॉर्पोरेट करने का, शेयर सर्टिफिकेट इशू करने का, उस पे रेवेन्यू स्टैम्प पंचिंग करने का, ये कंप्लीटली एक असाइनमेंट था
तो
आपका,
साथ में आरबीआई
ठीक है?
का
तो जनरली बिल कब रेस करते हैं हम?
सच में क्या ना आरबीआई लाइसेंस भी
जनरली हम
इंक्लूड है,
बिल रेस कर,
तो मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि आरबीआई लाइसेंस क्योंकि अभी मिला नहीं है
हाँ
तो मेरा असाइनमेंट कंप्लीट होने के बाद में बिल
तो
रेस
ऐसे
करेंगे
कोई
हम।
भी हाँ बेसिक तो आप ऐसे इसको आप ले सकते हैं कि जब आपका काम कंप्लीट हो जाएगा
जी।
उसी के बाद बिल रेस करेंगे। और समाउ क्या है, कंपनी ने अभी फाइनेंशियल ईयर 1920 की हम बात करते हैं अगर, तो अभी आपका कोई बिल रेस नहीं हुआ है और काम कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है अभी आपका, तो इस चक्कर में उसने भी उसको कोई प्रोविजन नहीं बनाया उस वाले एक्सपेंडिचर का। तो आप ऐसा कर सकते हो, और मैक्सिमम आपको कुछ ऐसा करना है तो आप एक नोट्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में एक पॉइंट डाल सकते हैं कंपनी के अंदर कि कंपनी इनकॉर्पोरेटेड फाइनेंशियल 1920 and they have taken a service from a chartered accountant and the service is not yet completed, and as per the agreement when the chartered accountant will raise the invoice then we will incorporate the expense in the books of accounts। तो ऐसे आप अगर नोट्स डाल देंगे हाँ तो ऑडिटर के लिए भी ठीक रहेगा और आई थिंक आपका जो पर्पस वो पूरा हो जाएगा। बाकी चौधरी जी अपने एक्सपर्ट कमेंट दे सकते हैं इसके पॉइंट पे।
पर पंकज वो ऑथराइज कैपिटल की फीस किसने दी है? वो भी आप ही ने दी है?
क्या सर?
जो ऑथराइज कैपिटल
की फीस तो डायरेक्टर्स ने पे करी है अपने अकाउंट से।
अच्छा, डायरेक्टर्स ने अपने, तो वो भी बाद में रीइंबर्समेंट सीख कर लेंगे या ना भी करें?
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल। तो मेन सर इसमें ये था कि जो प्रीमियम एक्सपेंसेस होती है ना तो वो मैं अभी बुक ना करूं तो उसमें कोई इशू तो नहीं आएगा बैलेंस शीट जैसे कि प्रोविजनल साइन होगी?
देखो पंकज जी, मैं आपको बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल में अभी ऐसे ऑनलाइन बता नहीं पाऊंगा। मैंने आपको एक आइडिया दे दिया है कि जो सीए का जो काम होता है वो जब काम कंप्लीट हो जाएगा उसके बाद वो इनवॉइस रेज कर पाएगा। ये कोई मतलब टेलीकॉम कंपनी ने की आपको 30 दिन के बाद आपका प्लान खत्म हो जाएगा तो आपको बिल रेज करना नहीं, जब सर्विस कंप्लीट होगी उसके बाद बिल रेज होगा। तो आप ऐसे कुछ प्लान कर सकते हो जिससे कि आपका पर्पस पूरा हो जाए।
बिल्कुल, तो मैं एक नोट्स बना करके उसको सबमिट कर देते हैं। बिल्कुल सर, क्लियर है, ठीक है, थैंक यू।
हाँ नोट्स ओपन कर सकते हैं। कोई पंकज कोई और क्वेश्चन है आपका?
सर एक आईसीए के रिगार्डिंग था।
कोई और क्वेश्चन है आपका?
हाँ सर, मेरा सीए इंस्टीट्यूट के रिगार्डिंग एक क्वेश्चन है। सर सीए इंस्टीट्यूट में जैसे हमारे ये पेड हम सब आर्टिकल्स को असाइन करते हैं अपने अंडर में, तो क्या हम पेड जो जिनकी सीए कंप्लीट नहीं होती, बेसिकली जिनकी आर्टिकलशिप कंप्लीट हो चुकी है, तो उन्हें पेड असिस्टेंट के एज ए पेड असिस्टेंट असाइन कर सकते हैं अपने अंडर में? उसका क्या प्रोसीजर रहता है, थोड़ा कुछ आइडिया हो तो?
नहीं पंकज जी, एक्चुअली होता क्या है, एक्चुअली मैंने अपनी वीडियो ऑफ कर रहा हूँ जिससे नेट थोड़ा बेटर आ जाए मेरे पार्ट पे।
ओके ओके।
पंकज जी आईसीए में क्या होता है कि हम अपने अंडर आर्टिकल रख सकते हैं या फिर जो क्वालिफाइड चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है वही रख सकते हैं। ओके, हम ऐसे नॉन क्वालिफाइड क्वालिफाइड अकाउंटेंट्स को रख तो सकते हैं एज एम्प्लॉय, बट इंश्योर के रिकॉर्ड में उनका कोई ऐसा ऑप्शन नहीं कि हम फॉर्म 18 भर के उनको शो ऑफ एम्प्लॉय वही काउंट होंगे। बट आईसीआई में जो काउंट होंगे जो क्वालिफाइड चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स है, जो हमारे अंडर काम करते हैं, जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट में है, वो में काउंट होंगे।
इट मींस सेमी क्वालिफाइड का कोई वो नहीं है यहाँ पे। अगर हम अपने अंदर अपॉइंट करना चाहें
है, आप उस तरह से फिल कर सकते हो। आप
संदर्भ जी, आपने ये कहा ना कि जो सेमी क्वालिफाइड चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स हैं उनको नहीं कर सकते हम, ये ना
रख तो सकते हैं।
हाँ, उसे वो लोग ऑन रिकॉर्ड में शो नहीं कर सकते हैं। जो हमारे अंडर में काम बहुत कर रहे हैं उन्हें ऑन रिकॉर्ड में शो नहीं कर सकते बेसिकली। जैसे एमएफ के फॉर्म्स होते हैं या कोई हम फॉर्म एम्प्लॉयमेंट का भरने जा रहे हैं, उसमें डिस्क्लोज नहीं कर सकते बेसिकली।
डाटाबेस निकलता है फर्म का, उसके अंदर उन एम्प्लॉइज की इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं आएगी जो सेमी क्वालिफाइड है।
ओके सर।
उसमें जो क्वालिफाइड है, आर्टिकल से उन्हीं की इंफॉर्मेशन आएगी।
थैंक्स।
क्लियर है पंकज जी?
क्लियर है।
Now we are moving to the next participant, V Shiva Kumar ji. V Shiva Kumar ji,
Mr. Shiva Kumar, do you have any question? Please unmute yourself and speak. I think he's done. Yeah.
now Vijay Kumar ji can unmute yourself. Vijay Kumar ji can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. In fact, I already got a reply from you regarding the 15 days gap. I guess by mistake, I mean, yeah. Sir, instead of, it was 15th June, sir. It's not July. I think I made a mistake on the month. I mean, by the time the auditor has signed the balance sheets, yesterday he has signed. So the 15 months has already crossed. Now, how do we go? But it's because he said, no, Vijay Kumar, I don't want to kind of go back and then kind of change those things. I mean, you have to approach ROC or whatever you want to do, you can do. I don't want to kind of change my date, something like that he has mentioned. So how do we go about it now? I mean, this is the reason I thought I'll request your help or guidance on this, sir.
So in this case, your date is already over, no?
Yes, sir. It's already over, sir.
So by this 15th of September, you are required to do this.
Correct. Rather 15th of September, we are supposed to do that. But the audit itself is dated 12th October, sir. I mean, audited accounts are itself dated 12th October. I mean, he said, no, I'm not able to do anything. I already got my DIN, etc. You didn't, etc. So, I mean, you have to approach ROC or do whatever you want to do.
Can be cancelled also.
But he feels, I don't know, for whatever reasons, he was not in a kind of helping us in this way. So what we plan, I don't know whether there is a provision for this, sir. I mean, can we kind of hold the AGM and then kind of go for an adjournment or something like that, sir? I mean, I don't know whether it's possible as such. I mean, stating that, accounts are not ready because of COVID, something like that. And then
can we try that? You can do that.
Okay, that means within the 15 months, you
hold the AGM and say that accounts are not ready. If you get any query from ROC, then you can explain it.
Okay. Are there any timeline for even for the adjourned AGM to be kind of held, sir? Because 15th September was the last date. I can hold the AGM at short notice. Yesterday is signed. I can even show the AGM as today. So that means, 30 days time or something. My worry is, if there are any timelines like 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, I'm gone. I don't know how to go about it.
You adjourn the AGM.
Yeah.
Offhand, I don't remember what are the timelines and all that. But if there is a 7 days or something,
Yeah.
I think you can adjourn it for 30 days also.
Okay,
So,
okay, okay, fine, fine,
and
okay.
if there is a timeline, you can keep on adjourning for 2-3 days time,
Okay,
and then
oh, okay, fine, fine. Okay, I
on
understand.
15th of October you hold the adjourned
AGM,
AGM
yeah,
and
fine.
do it.
File
And
that, okay.
there's short notice issue. You can mention that accounts are received only now.
Okay, okay, okay. And I can very
Most
well
of the
mention the
accounts.
COVID as a reason, correct, sir? In fact,
Yeah.
that
That's
the account got delayed because of COVID only.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. I think this is the only query of mine as such. And thank you for helping me in this.
Sangam, you want to say anything?
Sorry, sir. Due to network issue, now I am not able to connect properly for this query.
Okay, okay. What happened now, sir? I mean, see, I mean, the last AGM was held on the 15th of June 2019. The auditors are signing, I mean, dated the current year's accounts 13th of October. That means 15 months is already crossed for holding the AGM. So I just wanted to confirm if there are any other ways and means. So then I thought whether I can hold the AGM within the 15 months and then kind of adjourn that AGM for some more time, maybe another 30 days or something. My only worry is if it is, I mean, if there are even for the adjourned AGM to be held within a set time frame, I'm gone, like 7 days or 10 days. If I have 30 days time, I think I will be able to kind of manage the situation.
I think you should be able to do it.
Fine.
And
Okay. Okay.
uh, while filing the forms, you will get to know whether that forms take it or not. But once the form is
Okay.
filed, AOC 4 is filed,
There won't be any
or
problem.
FGT 7 is filed, then
Yeah.
normally
Okay.
very difficult to come, that query will come. And in case
Oh.
query comes, you explain.
Okay. Fine. 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 Right, sir. Right, sir. Okay. Okay.
Yo, Sangam?
So, sir, in this case, 15 June 2019 was the last year AGM held, and as per
Correct.
this year, last date of AGM was 15 September, and their
Correct.
audit was completed on 13th of October.
Yesterday. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Only
yes,
yesterday.
yeah,
So,
yesterday
so
only.
they hold the meeting on 15th September,
Yeah.
2020.
and
Can I adjourn
they
this
adjourn it as accounts are not ready.
Okay.
And then they hold
today
a
or tomorrow?
meeting on
Today I can
15th of
hold,
October.
or even today I can hold the AGM message.
Even today they can hold the meeting, and they can
So
pass the shorter notice also, because this accounts will be put up only on
now,
13th or 14th.
correct. Rather 13th
So,
only.
so
Yeah.
whatever formalities for shorter notice are there, that they should also complete.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get because all
And
the directors sitting here only.
so then they file the forms, and
Yeah,
if they get
MGT.
the query from ROC, because it is not the question that 3 months only. ROC, I think, has a power to extend it for 3 months only.
But the only thing is we should have filed the form well before the, I mean, expiry of 15th month, sir.
That is required.
That is a problem as such now because it has already crossed. I mean, we thought we'll hold the AGM and then kind of get it adjourned by another 30 days as such.
So, in your case, last date of doing AGM was 15th
September
Yeah,
2020, 15th September 2020. I mean, it's, the auditor said, no, Vijay, I don't want to kind of do anything else. I mean, we have our setup process.
That's fine.
So,
That's fine. So in this case, there is another option with us. We can apply for ROC for the one-to-one case basis of extension also. That
but
provision are also there.
but only thing is, I mean, we should have applied before the completion of 15 months. I mean, that's what I felt. I
Okay.
mean, if it's already crossed 15 months, I don't think, I mean, at least in this part of the country, in Coimbatore or ROC, I don't know whether you'll be able to kind of get the extension because you're applying after the completion of 15 months. You should have applied before the completion of 15 months like that.
That's fine. Because section number 96 is there, which says that the AGM should be done within 15 months, basically.
Correct. Yeah. So, I mean, one of my, I mean, or rather, one of our, of course, I mean, he's not kind of expert. He only suggested, I mean, they already extended this till December 12, I mean, December 2020. So you don't need to worry about it. This also you can get this extended
No,
by
no.
another 3 months.
Actually, extension is for 3 months. The date is not
Yeah.
mentioned that it is up to that 30th.
Okay.
3 months is from counted from the last AGM.
Three, 3 months from the due date or 31st
Okay.
December, whichever is.
Whichever is okay.
Early-
Fine.
earlier.
Fine. Fair enough, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Vijay.
We'll try this option as sir.
Yeah, thank you, Vijay.
Okay,
So
thank
we
you, sir.
have V. Shiv Kumar with us. Shiv Kumar, you can unmute yourself and ask your query. If you have any kind of query, we can discuss. Might be he's not able to speak. So friends, I think you have this issue is very much clear with all of us. This is very common issue discussing in nowadays. Ki from 3 months will be counted from which date. So as Chaudhary sir added that as per the ROC extension, and ROC has a power to extend for 3 months only. So therefore, 3 months is applicable from the due date of your AGM. So as he told, suppose last year you did your AGM at 30th June. So respectively, this year your AGM is due on the 30th June, and we are adding 3 month extension. That's come to October. So 30th October is last date. Sorry, 30th September.
September.
Yeah.
September. Yeah.
30th September is last date for doing in this example. So friend, don't think that in all the cases the due date is already extended to 30th December. If I take one example, suppose last year we have done AGM on 31st October and we took the extension from ROC. So therefore, in that case also, due date of filing doing the AGM 30th December only, because
Okay,
3
fine.
months or 30th December, whichever is earlier, this provision will apply here.
Mr. Vijay Kumar, now can you set the query again with the correct dates? Because we replied you based on the
correct.
sent.
I can. So this I can speak to the correct date.
So you please send the query again.
I already sent you, sir.
Deliberate and let you know.
I already sent you, sir.
So
again, by the time it has already, I mean, the meeting has already started. Just before that, I already sent that message.
No problem.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
We will deliver you one-to-one on that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. No problem, sir. It's so kind of you.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I think V. Shiva Kumar is not available to discuss question. Pankaj Agarwal is there. Pankaj, do you have any other question to discuss? So hope friends.
No questions.
Okay. Hope friends, you will join us in today evening also at 6 p.m. and tomorrow we have session at 5 p.m. on the search season and survey. So hope you will try to join us tomorrow also. We have planned very good sessions for you and the expert faculty from the market. We have arranged so that our ultimate purpose to increase the knowledge and share the knowledge, and so that we can provide a best possible service to society. This is our ultimate motto. So, do you want to discuss any other point, anything which is important we have come across during last week?
No, I think that's okay.
Okay. So friends, we can end our today's meeting here, and next week at next Wednesday, we'll come with another meeting. So you can share this meeting detail with your other friends also. And friend, the ID and password of this meeting will be same. So you can join with this ID password every week and come with your queries. We'll try to solve the queries, and you can send your queries in advance also via WhatsApp and email. I think our WhatsApp and email is already with you, and you can send us a query and we will try to revert your query with best possible reply. So with this note, I am concluding and signing off for today's meeting, and have a good day ahead for you, and meet you today evening at 6 p.m. Thank you very much for you all
Thank you,
joining
sir.
the session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks.